are, Breaking Bad, Season 5, Episode 10, Buried and Hot Damn. Tension through the roof. So, just to compare apples and oranges kind of deal. Season 7 of Dexter, we had the reveal of Dexter, you know, I'm a serial killer, but they didn't too much deal with Deborah coming to grips with that. This episode of Breaking Bad is what should have happened in Dexter, with Hank going to Skyler and saying, you know, I know what Walt's been doing, this, that, and the other thing, and just seeing that breakdown, and Hank just, okay, picking up where they left off, you have Walt leaving the garage, and then, like, the panic sets in. He, like, starts calling Skyler, and that just not happening because Hank's already on the phone with her, and I like that cat and mouse game that they're setting up. And then you have the big one when Marie starts putting the pieces together with everything that has been going on, and she finally says what needed to be said when she asked Skyler, "Did you know when Hank got shot? Is that when you knew?" And then she just hauls off and smacks her, and I'm like, yes! Because that has been waiting to happen for a long time now. Just Skyler getting you know, smacked across the face. I've been waiting for that to happen, and it finally did for all the right reasons. And now that everyone knows except for Walt Jr., which where the hell is he, by the way? I don't know. Where is he? That's kind of weird that he's absent. I mean, it's enough for me to realize that he's gone, because, you know, it's like they just have the little girl whose name I can't remember. It'll come to me, but yeah. So you have that, and their whole family is just kind of disintegrating. And it's fascinating to see what leads up to where Walt is a year from now. Because, you know, his house is abandoned. Heisenberg is written on the inside of it. So they know who he is, or at least enough people do, to have that, you know, spray painted in his house. So it's just going to be interesting to see how we get to that point, if we ever do get there. But, so the other cartel guys, I guess you want to call them, they've been all but eliminated by Todd and his uncle's group, which that has me interested as to what exactly is going on there, or what that could mean. Maybe Walt sicked him on him. I'm not exactly sure what that was. But, you know, so there's that. I don't know where they're going with that, but it's going to be interesting. I just kind of see Walt just kind of cleaning up, tying up loose ends there. I guess they were a loose end. I don't know what Jesse's going to say to Hank, if anything at all. That has me interested, because it's like that's the one person who can kind of cover Hank's ass, so to speak. And, you know, I mean, Jesse's not exactly a criminal mastermind like Walt is, so. And plus, Jesse has a bone to pick with Walt now that he killed Mike, so. And Jesse knows Mike is dead. He's not buying any more of Walter's bullshit after what happened in jail. He's not buying any more of that, so, you know, it'll be good to kind of see Jesse play for the right team, at least. You know, and I think Hank knows that, and I think Hank is going to try to treat Jesse with kid gloves, if he knows he can get a statement out of him, which I think Jesse at this point is more than willing to give, if it can cover his own ass. You know, so yeah, just this episode, I really don't know what's going to happen, and I'm kind of on pins and needles about the whole thing, because we all know that Walt's cancer doesn't end up killing him, because we see him you know, a year from now he has a full head of hair, you know, he's fine. So we know that that's not going to happen. But we don't know exactly what happens. I'm just throwing it out there that I think Walt is going to use that Vanisher guy that Saul was talking about. Because again, in the pilot, well, not the pilot episode, but the first episode of this season, they called him Mr. Lambert. And, you know, he had a New Hampshire driver's license. I mean, a license plate on his car. So that's telling me that Walter White no longer exists, especially with the High Carol scene when she dropped her groceries, and it's like Walter White may or may not have been dead at one point in time or another. The thing is, what happened to Skyler? What happened to Walt Jr.? Where's the baby? These are the questions that I don't know, and it's really what happened to Hank, for that matter. Like, and another thing, I like the fact that they addressed the issue that Hank has, where it's like, Marie's like, you need to take this to the DEA, and Hank's like, dude, if I go to the DEA and they find out that the guy I've been chasing is my own brother-in-law, I'm totally gonna lose my job. And Marie's like, yeah, but if you knew this and you didn't say anything, won't they take you to jail too? And it's like, crap. So Hank kind of has to face the music here. A, that he failed his job, but B, that, you know, he can still get Walt if he goes to the DEA, and he decides to go to the DEA, which, you know, luck of all lucks. Hey, Pinkman is there, and they got Pinkman, so that's gonna be interesting to see where they go with that. The tail end of this season is setting up to be a very, very intense cat and mouse game. Walt has already moved the money, and I like the fact that he put it all on a lottery ticket. That's interesting. Nice way to do it that isn't conspicuous, although I would have just written it down and just like put it in a family album or something. I don't know, but I just like that. But it's just like a lottery ticket can get lost, and you know, so there's that. Skyler, on the other hand, is kind of an enigma to me, because so she doesn't cut the deal with Hank. She makes a scene in the diner. She doesn't cut a deal with Hank, which she should have. But not only that, so Hank made his deal. She didn't take that. But then Walt made his deal where it's like, look, just take the money. I'll turn myself in, just take the money. And, you know, the money's hidden. I don't think they're gonna be able to find it. So it's like, you know, what's gonna happen there? Why didn't Skyler just take Hank's deal? Because, okay, the second she started bringing up a lawyer, and Hank was like, whoa, what do you need a lawyer for? You know, that's when I was like, Skyler's not gonna do it. Of course she's not gonna do it, obviously, because, you know, we see that Walt is a free man, but the fact that she doesn't take the deal, or the fact that she doesn't, like, consider it, and the fact that she's kind of getting into this modality of being a criminal, where she's like, all Hank has is suspicion, he doesn't really have anything else. It's like, what turned you? What did this? And maybe my thoughts is the fact that she still kind of wants to keep her family intact. Like, she still wants to protect Walt Jr. from this, and she knows Hank's not gonna just be like, hey, your dad's a meth dealer, you know, to Walt Jr. So I think that's what she's trying to do, trying to just kind of cultivate some kind of illusion of normalcy in her life, despite the fact that things are obviously not normal. But it's like, if she just would have went to Hank, she could have cut a deal for immunity. Like, look, I will give up Heisenberg, but here's what I want out of it. And I'm pretty sure they would have taken that because of who Walt is, and, you know, just because of how big and how deep this thing goes. I mean, Walt has connection to Fring, Tuco, you know, everybody, and a lot of cartel murders that has been going on. So it's like, if I don't think they would be interested in Skyler if she just cut a deal with Walt and said, look, I can give you the money, I can give you this, I can give you that, and just let me cut this deal and we'll be done. I don't think they would have had a problem with that. But damn, this season, I mean, the tail end of this season, we only have 8 episodes to do this, and it's like, it's already like, you know, pedal is on the gas, we're just going there. We're just going straight there. And it's just a sick contrast between this being the final season, and it feels like it's the final season because all of these revelations are just coming out of the woodwork, as opposed to Dexter, where not a damn thing is happening. So yeah, you'll get all my thoughts on this season of Dexter, which I friggin' hate right now, in my Dexterity coming out at the end of the year, like it always does. But this season of Breaking Bad is insane. Like, this isn't even a season, this is just the second part of the end of this season. 8 episodes. 8 freaking episodes. And already in 2 episodes, so much has freaking happened already that it's like... So yeah, just my conjecture, just my guess that Walt is going to use that Vanisher guy that Saul was talking about. That's my conjecture. As far as what happens to Skylar, I think she's gonna die. She has to. She kind of has to. Like, I don't know who's gonna do it or how or when it's gonna happen, but she has to. If she doesn't, then maybe she cut a deal. Like, okay, just to elaborate. So, Skylar cuts a deal, gives Walt up, Walt uses the Vanisher, so Walter White is dead, so the DEA has nothing, has no one. And then that's when Walt comes back. But why he's amassing, why he has that gun in his trunk, why he needs the ricin, I don't know. I don't know, because those cartel dudes have been whacked by Todd and his uncles, so I don't know what's gonna happen there. I don't know how that's gonna come together, what he needs that for, because Fring is gone, those guys are gone, Lydia's alright. Is he gonna need that for the people in the Czech Republic? I don't think they exactly know about Heisenberg. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but I would think they would only deal with that one guy who got killed by Todd, so I don't know. I don't know, but damn, just damn. Yeah, those are my thoughts on this season of Breaking Bad. This episode of Breaking Bad. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you guys later. Deuces.